Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. I'm Walker Farmer.
And I'm Rebecca Wallace. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss.
We have such an exciting show today, starting off with a Grubhub story.
And later on, a heartwarming day in the life with our very own crosswalk lady, Jennifer Williams. You do not want to miss it.
But first, let's take a look at our current conditions with weather anchor Veronica Flores.
Yes, right here in Oxford today, as you can see, we are definitely enjoying the sun as we take this break away from the rain. We're looking at temperatures of around 84 degrees with very minimal breeze. So I'm excited to enjoy this, and we'll have a more in-depth report later in our show. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Veronica. Well, the Blues Archive celebrated its 40th anniversary last week with the opening of a new exhibition.
Let's hear more from NewsWatch reporter Caden Williams.
Last Friday, the University of Mississippi's Blues Archive celebrated its 40th anniversary. The archive, located in the J.D. Williams Library on campus, commemorated the occasion by opening a new exhibition titled Soul and Spirit, 40 Years of Preserving the Blues. The archive was started by the first director of the Center for the Study of Southern Culture, William Bill Ferris, as head of special collections and blues curator Greg Johnson told me.
He was friends with a number of blues musicians and people important to the blues world. So including B.B. King. So B.B. King donated his personal record collection here in 1982 and 83. That combined with Living Blues magazine came here in 1983. This convergence that happened, and then started getting a lot of basically gravitas for the blues world here from those big collections.
The ceremony opened with blues singer-songwriter Libby Ray Watson. She told stories from her life as a blues musician and performed a handful of songs she wrote herself. When I got the chance, I asked what the Blues Archive meant to her.
It's a place where everybody can come and listen to these collections that people have donated. And this music that came out of our small little state and that is housed right here in this wonderful archive for everybody to see now.
Following a quick break and a cake-cutting ceremony, Oxford's own Afrosippi took the stage as the main event to conclude the celebration. Audience members of all backgrounds came to enjoy both of the acts.
I thought it was great. It's great. Anytime you can listen to the blues on a Friday afternoon, it's a wonderful day, and so we're particularly happy to be here in the Blues Archives at the University of Mississippi.
This has been Caden Williams, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
You can visit the archive on the 3rd floor of the J.D. Williams Library Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. In other news, last week, Off Square Books hosted food author Anne Brin to talk and sign copies of her new cookbook, Baking in the American South. Baking in the American South is a cookbook that has 200 recipes from 14 different states. Recipes in the book are brought from the past and present. The cookbook talks about Southern culture as well as great recipe to make for all levels of baking. Baking in the American South has the biscuits, cornbread, and cake rolls that will help you bake like a Southerner.
Well, as some of you may know, we have a new system for restaurants here on campus.
Yes, Ole Miss is now using Grubhub for their pickup and delivery services.
You can see all the Grubhub machines in the Union or even by using the app on your phone. NewsWatch reporter Kylie McCoy has more details.
I'm still excited to see this. Let's take a look.
Campus. Ole Miss eased into this transition at the beginning of the spring 2023 through 2024 semester, starting off with large like tablets placed throughout the student union where you can order your food and pass up the obstacle of waiting in line. While there are no more lines to wait in while ordering, time intervals to receive food have grown. Students can be seen now waiting 20 plus minutes to get food in between classes.
It depends. Sometimes when I'm in class, I like to order way ahead, but I hate the fact that when I'm out of class, it's not ready.
Students have also complained about the difficult process of getting a refund on the app. While ordering ahead is more efficient for students, has the Grubhub app really helped or hurt students looking to grab a bite in between classes? This has been Kylie McCoy with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Coming up, we will have a day in the life of the university's crosswalk lady.
And stay tuned to see how you can register to vote. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi. because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
I'm here at the scene of tomorrow's shooting, where a 15-year-old will kill 4 children, 2 adults, and then turn the gun on himself.
When the shooting starts happening tomorrow, first I'll probably just think it's firecrackers or a car backfiring or something.
He told some of us that his dad kept the gun in his closet, and he always talked about using it on, the people that bullied him. Tomorrow I'll probably say that I wish I told someone.
After the shooting, we're going to feel pretty bad about picking on him, but until then, we'll probably just keep doing it because he's pretty weird.
Tomorrow I'll probably point out that something has seemed off with him since the beginning of the school year.
And I'm now joined by the officers who will be the first responders tomorrow. What additional details can you share with us?
Well, someone is expected to tell us after the shooting that the shooter has been posting on social media about doing this for weeks.
So how will you explain the shooting to your daughter?
Actually, I won't get to explain it to her because she won't make it.
This is Christine Lynn, reporting from the scene of another shooting we'll say we never saw coming.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Have you ever heard of Chi Alpha? No, it is not one of the many fraternities or sororities here on campus, but a Christian student organization with an interdenominational campus ministry.
For more on the subject, let's hear from NewsWatch reporter Tyra Walton.
The University of Mississippi has so many organizations for students to get involved. As students are encouraged daily to get involved around campus, it is important to learn about these different organizations. Today, we will be highlighting Chi Alpha, a Christian student organization.
Hello, my name is Shay Anderson, and I am a campus pastor for Chi Alpha Campus Ministries at Ole Miss. Chi Alpha is an interdenominational campus ministry. We believe that the best way for students to come to knowledge in Christ is a warm exposure to a small group of people fervently committed to the God of the Bible, to the university, and to each other. So we also believe that you don't have to believe like us to belong with us, because there's a fit for you no matter what you believe. And so there are so many different people involved from different backgrounds, different religions. We are a Christian organization, and so we're a campus ministry, so we do Bible studies where we study the Bible, and we do large group worship type services, but we also do community events and different things like that. And so we just believe that you don't have to believe like us to belong with us, and that there is a place for you. So along with having community largely and then community in a small group, you also have one-on-one mentorship where your small group leader just wants to teach you things that will help you, not just in your walk with Christ, but in your day-to-day life, even when you graduate, becoming an adult, when you get out into the real world and have a job. Just the tools that we teach will help you long after you've graduated from college. We have a website. You can go to olemissxa.org and you scroll to the bottom and it'll say interested, and so you can fill out that information. But we also have social media, so our Instagram is olemissxa, and you can DM us. We also have Facebook where you can DM us, and we also have a digital contact card. So any one of those avenues, if you're interested, you can just reach out and someone will get in contact with you and connect with you about joining a small group. Just know that there are people out here that love you and care about you and want to see you succeed in the very best way possible.
If you would like to be a part of Chi Alpha or any organization on campus, check out the Forum. The Forum is a website where students can find information on any event or organization happening on campus. You'll be surprised, an organization can spark an interest and have a huge impact on your life. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, Tyra Watson reporting.
Today's top the election. Here is NewsWatch reporter Leslie Lackman.
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, today is Day, and if you haven't already, it's time to register to vote. Although Ole Miss is home to thousands of out-of-state students, you still have the opportunity to vote here in Mississippi. College students must be registered to vote in their primary state residence, like a parent or guardian's home, or your campus, dormitory, or apartment. It's important to remember that you can only legally be registered to vote in one county. You can register to vote in Mississippi at the county clerk's office. The deadline to register is October 7th. A new poll found there is little change in the status of the presidential race following the debate last Tuesday. The survey conducted by Reuters found Vice President Harris is still ahead of former President Trump, with 47% of registered voters declaring their support. Trump's support is a little lower, with 42% of registered voters declaring their support. In August, the same poll found Harris had the support of 45% of voters and Trump at 41%, meaning Harris has a 2% increase and Trump has a 1% increase. In related news, there is a new development following the second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Trump and his team have been briefed on new intelligence for which found plans for Iran to escalate attacks on the former president. The intelligence given to Trump includes potential physical and cyber attacks. Authorities also obtained intelligence about Iran's plan to assassinate Trump following the attempt made at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania in July. At this time, however, there's no indication that the gunman in both incidents had acted on Iran's behalf. Well, that's all I have for The Watch. I'm NewsWatch reporter Leslie Lackman. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Leslie. Here at Ole Miss, students have come to love and recognize her as the Crosswalk Lady because of her warm smile and uplifting words as she directs traffic.
Let's take a look as she shares her story and explains why spreading positivity to the campus is so important to her. Here's NewsWatch reporter Logan Green.
Words you probably hear in the morning as you cross the intersection of Sorority Row and Grove Loop. Jennifer Williams, nicknamed the Crosswalk Lady by University of Mississippi students, has become a treasure in the Oxford community.
I just kind of got thrown into it at one point in time when we were learning all the roles that what security, does, and I liked it.
Williams is known to meet you with a warm smile and positive affirmations as you walk to your destination, a smile that she says she had to learn to embrace.
I suffer from depression, so I was looking up things that I could do outside of medication that would make me more happier. And I read somewhere that smiling, the action of smiling, even if you don't mean it, it produces serotonin and all those other, good juices. And so I just started, trying it. And then people were smiling back at me and waving, and it just carried on from there, and it made me feel good.
But her time at the university has not only healed something inside of her, but others as well. Jennifer hopes that she leaves an impacting legacy behind and wants to remind everyone to
smile. Yeah. Just smile. Just smile.
With NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Logan Green.
Well, yeah, it's just awesome to hear from the Crosswalk Lady. She does an amazing job always directing traffic and directing the students, making sure no one gets hurt, but no one has to wait too long of a time.
She's on it all the time.
She does a great job.
Yeah.
Well, Veronica, you are a weather anchor. Tell us a little bit about tonight's conditions.
Well, we're going to see a cool down for sure. So we're going to get into like high 60s perhaps, and no rain tonight. We're done with the rain. We're going to have a light breeze, but I'll have more weather after the break.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Is my light bright enough?
You're such a glow-off.
Well, And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The family's visit to the forest
inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The tree's roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade, or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug, or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Each year, hurricanes and major flooding threaten cities, towns, and rural homes across the Gulf states. So chances are there will be more storms and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Welcome back. Yes, so like I said, our weather is looking up. After that storm that we had, we're definitely going to see some better weather. Today, we're looking at temperatures of around 84 degrees with a few clouds, minimal breeze. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to see that sun back out. I don't know about you guys. As you can see, in northern Mississippi, we're seeing this here. We have temperatures of around high 80s with our hotspot being Tupelo. And here in Oxford, we're looking at temperatures of 84. And for tonight's forecast, like I said, we're going to be 59 degrees. It's definitely going to cool down. But like I said, no rain, so you can keep that umbrella at home for sure, and minimal breeze. For tomorrow's forecast, we're going to have a little bit of fog in the morning, but I don't suspect it's going to be around all day. After that, we're looking at sun and a light breeze, and again, no rain, but those clouds are going to stick around just a little bit. And for tomorrow's temperature for northern Mississippi, again, kind of similar. We're definitely not straying away from those high 80s, with Tupelo and South Haven being our high with 88, and here in Oxford, we're looking at 86. And yeah, so we're going to have some light precipitation in places like Memphis, but as you can see here in Oxford, we're not expected to have any of that, so we're looking good. Our weather is staying okay, so y'all can plan according to that. As you can see, it's up in Memphis, but definitely far away from us, so we're good in that. And with our 5-day forecast, you can see the sun sticks around. We're going to get hotter towards the weekend. The sun is staying there and the rain is nowhere to be seen. We're looking at temperatures of around 86 to 87, but nothing outside of high 80s.
Wow, it's awesome. That sounds like the weather's starting to get good again. It's been raining for a while.
Yes,
it's awesome to hear that. Thank you for telling everyone about the weather, Veronica. But now let's get to sports. So Claire, I heard one of our very own Ole Miss Rebels has had quite the achievement.
Yes, he has. So coming up, one Ole Miss Rebel has won an award for his impressive amount of community service. And the NFL ended its second week of play. Check back in after the break to see who won big. Welcome.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM.
Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back. I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch. And taking things to the court, the Ole Miss volleyball team secured big wins this past weekend, including one a matchup against FGCU. Sports reporter Caitlin Salas was there to get all of the action.
Lady Rebs taking the Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles this Saturday night at the Gillum Center. Make sure to stay tuned and watch prime time of their season with the record currently being 6-2.
The Ole Miss Lady Rebs had a great, yet very, very competitive game this Saturday at the Gillum Center, defeating Florida Gulf Coast University by only one set, and one set that was a big one. They were on top up until the third set, getting defeated by the Eagles, with that set score being 25-18. The fourth set, they got defeated by the Eagles 25-20, but came back on top in the fifth set, beating FGCU overall. Throughout the 5 sets, the Lady Rebs had a total of 65 kills, 31 errors, and 175 total attempts. Florida Gulf Coast University had 58 kills, 28 errors, and 179 total attempts, but once again, the Lady Rebs stayed on their toes for the last set, defeating them in a fierce match. The next few games will be played against Houston, Tennessee State, Texas A&M Commerce, and Arkansas. These next few games will be competitive, yet big game makers and changers for the women's volleyball team, so make sure to stay updated. Keep supporting the Lady Rebs on their excellent season on all Ole Miss sports platforms. Hotty toddy and go get 'em, girls!
And senior defensive tackle J.J. Peggs named 2024 All-State AFCA Good Works team member, landing himself a semifinalist position for the All-State Whirlpool Trophy. Peggs is just one of the 22 student athletes as well as one head coach in contention for this trophy. This award spotlights athletes on their spectacular community service efforts. This defensive lineman was also named the 2024 Chucky Mullins Courage Award winner for his community service. Peggs is very involved in Oxford as he is a member of the SEC Leadership Council, the SEC Community Service Team, and the Ole Miss Student Athlete Advisory Committee. The winner will be announced on ESPN on December 12th. And the NFL finished their second week of play on one Rebels shine bright in the game. DK Metcalf performance on Sunday led to the Seahawks win a close 23-20 win over the New England Patriots. Metcalf ended the game with 129 receiving yards on 10 catches in the first quarter. The wide receiver made an early impact with a deep 56-yard touchdown late in the first quarter. Metcalf's speed and agility dominated the Patriots in the defense. He did struggle in the seasoning open, but regained his confidence in this dominating performance Sunday. The Seahawks are now 2-0, first time since 2020. And speaking of the NFL, quarterback Kirk Cousins calmed Atlanta's fears by helping the Falcons defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 22-21. Cousins' last-minute drive connection to Drake London guaranteed the victory over the Eagles on Monday.
Cousins finished 20 of 29 for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurst was slow to start but regained momentum in the second quarter in a 23-yard run. Hurst's final pass was intercepted by Jesse Bates to the third to guarantee the Falcons' win. Despite the loss of the linebacker Nate Landman, the Falcons remained victorious. In Week 3 of the play, the Eagles visit New Orleans and the Falcons host the Chiefs this Sunday. And that's all I've got for sports, so be sure to follow us on Rebel_Watch. We'll be right back after the break.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. We're here with NewsWatch reporter Logan Kennedy.
Hey, happy to be here.
So, what do you have for us today?
Well, I went around talking to students all about fall. Let's take a look at what Ole Miss students have to say about the latest trends.
I'm Logan Kennedy, and today I'm in the circle. It's feeling a little chilly outside today, so I'm going to ask people what their favorite fall trends are.
The pumpkin patch.
Are you going to get a pumpkin this year?
If my dorm lets me, yes.
Halloween, because I like to dress up with my friends.
What are you going to dress up for this year?
Me and my roommate are going to be Shark Boy and Llama Girl.
Love that.
She has red hair, and I'll just be Shark Boy.
Colors of falling leaves everywhere.
It's going to get so pretty on campus, too.
Like when it gets a cool breeze and it's not as hot down here.
My favorite thing about fall is whenever all the leaves change on campus and all the trees look beautiful and orange. Probably pumpkin spice. Everything pumpkin spice. Starbucks drinks.
Okay.
Everything pumpkin spice.
I've never tried pumpkin spice before. I need to get on that for fall.
He needs to try it.
Okay, so I got the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks as Paige suggested, and not my favorite. I want to get it again. Feel the fall vibes.
So I have to ask, what are y'all's favorite fall trends?
So I am really excited for the outfits. I feel like in the summertime they're not as easy to style, so I'm really excited for that.
I totally agree with you on that one. I love a sweatshirt, sweatpants, combo
yes.
for class. It's great.
Yes,
so,
I agree.
What about you, Walker?
I would definitely just have to say football, because the fall means that football season is here. Big football fan, especially college football. And with as good as the Ole Miss Rebels are looking this year, it should be a good fall for football. And I guess outfits too,
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I love that.
Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Walker Farmer.
And I'm Rebecca Wallace with your latest news.
And I'm reporter Logan Kennedy.
And I'm with Stormwatch. I'm Veronica Flores.
With Sports Watch, I'm Claire Ulmer.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.